Welcome back to the H Reborn channel. I'm H Reborn for you, and today I bring sad news. We have lost this KvK. As you can see, Earth and Water did manage to overpower us in Kingston. We just did not have the troops to keep fighting, and it was just honestly, it was a very fun KvK. Like from all our previous KvKs, we found that very boring. Instead, besides KvK2, KvK2 was one of the best we ever had. But this KvK was more fun because we got to experience way more fights and so many different enemies. The only reason which I can think of why we lost KvK because of our allies. I know kingdoms. I know people doesn't like to put a lot of blame on their allies for this KvK loss, but if you're gonna do a recovery KvK, then just stay in off season. We don't want you in the KvK map. We want an actual opponent slash ally to help us or fight us during KvK. We can't expect, well, as a camp, you can't expect your ally camp to come and save you all the time. And you're going to put like 0% of the work in. It's just not fair. But besides that, this KvK was very fun. I'm just gonna do a little recap what happened over the KvK, the stats of this KvK, what went wrong, what we did good, and stuff like that. So if you guys are new to the channel, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you are new to my channel. So with that being said, let's get straight into the video. So as you can see, us, Fire Camp, we did a 2v1 in the first starter zones. We went versus Earth. Our campmates, 2306, went against Water. So it was basically a 1v2, and on Water's side, it was basically a 1v2. But Water did went and go fight Wind first, because Wind had like, what? The max I can say was 20 players online for that whole KvK. That's the amount of people I've seen for Win, like, for this whole entire KvK, like 20 people max. And for the first zone, we kind of destroyed Earth and Water because in 1v1s we beat them regardless. Our field and our garrisons and our rallies were just way too strong for them, especially when us 3488 and 2306 combined our forces. We got a lot of things done. So in the first two zones, we managed to beat Earth and Water. As you can see right now, we have stuff here. So this brings us into zone 6, where pass 7 is, 2 weeks of farming, and then we had altar fights. So basically what altars for this KvK is like Earth basically dodged us the whole altars. Like they never fought us. They only came to kill our AFKs, but they still managed to fail that, which surprised me. They still managed to fail that, and Water, props to Water again, they did very well. Like these guys have like mega wheels with like 6,000, well, not 6,000, 6 years worth of speed ups, 100 billion resources, and yeah, props to Water, man, they did great. Yeah, but Water was the only, well, the only camp that fought us in Altar. I think it was just once though. At least they tried. I mean, come on, you gotta give them effort for that. Earth, they just try to kill our AFK marches, and you expected Wind did the same. With that being said, we move on to Pass 7. Well, Pass 7 went completely grateful. And we managed to capture both of the passes first, actually. 2306 got their pass, and 3488 got their pass. Basically, we got a secure, well, I don't know how to call it, but like we just got our pass secured. And between 3488 and Earth Camp, we was just flipping pass. We were just flipping passes left and right because we were doing a burn race. So one of our forts, D88R and GV58, were connected to each other. So we would burn their fort first, then we would go down to Water, help 2306 burn off their forts. And our plan was for this because we knew Wind was going to get pushed out of the zone very quickly because Wind, I think they got the first hole on Water's Pass, but Earth got the first hole on Zero Pass on the top right up there. So what we decided to do was burn out all of Water's forts that was defending the Pass 7 and let Wind, come up to our area. And we managed to successfully do that. Wind came, they entered our zone safely, and then we prepared for Kingsland. What we tried to do though was we was trying to remove Water's main alliance from Kingsland. As you can see, KO's fort right there near the altar. We had a sub alliance, a farm alliance, well, a sub alliance anyway. We had a sub alliance build flags towards their fort, and for most of the part it was just peaceful until they realized, oh shit, we're gonna have to defend, because if we lose this fort, we're not gonna be able to fight with a main or a proper alliance. So they defended the hell out of that fort. They got all their players online. They got everything. The three super cow accounts, bro, those accounts are crazy insane. And I mean, when it comes to things like this, Water has like hard hitters, while Earth has just activity. When it comes to ball fights, we managed to slam them pretty easily. We've been 2v1, they've been 2v1, 2v1ing us back and forth, back and forth. We managed to push their balls, they managed to push our balls sometimes, but in the end, we managed to win majority of those ball fights. So, back to what I was saying about the forts, we tried to cut Water off from Kingsland, and they defended pretty well. Once we got to the fort, they back flagged behind the fort so they wouldn't get disconnected. And honestly, when we tried to do that plan during Kingsland, it really failed because we didn't have, well, the strategy behind that was to get every one of our important players there, because we couldn't burn Earth because Wind was nowhere to be found. They had like what? I say a good openings to Kingsland, yes, that was great. But after like 1 to 3 hours, they just all left. Like it was just fire camp versus water camp versus earth camp. Wind was nowhere to be found. And the sad part about it, we was gonna get cut either ways because Earth wasn't backflagging. I mean, Wind wasn't backflagging, and Water just had to build straight up, and then because Wind was protecting 2306 flags, and once they cut through that, Water was gonna cut 2306 flags. We actually wrapped around the zig first, but if Water had full on push Wind at that moment, we would have lost the zig, and Earth would have been able to cut us from the top pass. So yeah, that's how we generally lost Kingsland. We got overwhelmed. Wind kind of sold us. I mean, that's how it goes. If you plan to do a recovery KvK and it's only one camp, one kingdom in your camp fighting, then there's no really things you can say about this. So yeah, this is how Kingsland went for us. This is how KvK went. Both camps, Earth and Water, but Water mostly, gave us huge respect for fighting this 1v2 and actually just demolishing both kingdoms at the same time. We came in strong. We had our forces ready and we pushed them hard. We did not stop fighting until the day, well, I think Kingsland lasted 2 days, but we tried to cut Earth too. So that plan didn't work out because one, Water was still free burning our flags, but when Earth uptime came in, that cutting, they just started backflagging and backflagging, and it got really tiring. And I was up doing a bunch of leadership stuff, and I was also drained from this fight. And yeah, basically that's how Kingsland went. We tried to cut Earth, they defended pretty well. We tried to cut Water, they defended pretty well. So all in all, I give props to both camps, but I give more props to Water because dang, they hit hard. Like when I go to Water, my trades would be like 1-to-1. I go even on trading positive but dead even. But with Earth now, their ball fights never really used to beat us in that type of way. So when it comes to Earth, I would probably be trading 3 to 1. Yeah, so that's how our KvK went. In my general perspective, other people may have other POVs on this KvK. I say you can tell your stories, I tell mines. And yeah, basically that's how this Kingston went. So we did end up agreeing to rewards because Water and Earth decided we fought really well, especially Water. Water wanted to give us lots of rewards because of how we fought. So yeah, I'm gonna go show you guys the stats now. As you can see is a total stat overview of this whole KvK. In this whole KvK, 138 billion kill points gained, 6 billion, nearly 7 billion T5 casualties, and so on. And here you can see the ranking of all the top players in this KvK. We have Supercow A number 1, Janket number 2, number 3 Supercow Mini. Then we got Asta, and all these players got over like the top 3 got over 2 billion, and then the rest just got like nearly 2 billion. I think Asta, Yummy's Farm number 6, got 1.6 billion KP, and those are our new mine grids, by the way. And they're here topping our old KvK stats, which I find pretty insane for these guys. But as you can see, we got Pero Grande up here, 1.5 billion KP gained. We got Try. And I'm telling you, Try is a living legend. I'm like, not to glaze or anything, but this guy's archer rallies are insane. Like, if it wasn't for Try, I feel like most of this KvK would be us just losing so many troops just on rallies. But without Try and this guy's archers, bro, I'm telling you, archer rallies, this KvK was hitting crazy. Like, I've played on Turk's account during Kingsland, and we was having some crazy trades. I'll have a link up, well, a link to that video right there so you guys can go watch it after this video. But Archer rallies this KvK was insane. We were trading positive on when they swarmed the rallies on garrisons, like cav garrisons that was literally, I don't know. I don't know if they had gear on, but the Archer rallies was trading better than cav garrisons. So it's like really crazy to me. So as you can go down this list, you'll see some people you may be familiar with, like Jam Z, Javarta, Turk, Rin, Ibishin, Glim, Leo, MRB, LSPV, Abido, and so much more. So with that being said, that's mostly our KvK stats. Trying to get these sorted here. Yeah, as you can see, you'll see mostly Earth, Fire, and Water up here. You're gonna barely see Wind players. And yeah, that's our top 100 for this KvK. And I think the highest KP gained this KvK was like 379 million. So with that being said, guys, if you do enjoy my videos, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss it when I post videos like this. And remember, this KvK was fun, and I think this goes down in the history for 3488 for this first actual loss and not an actual betrayal KvK. But if there is a betrayal at the end of this KvK, I'll let you guys know. So with that being said, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss out when I post a new video. With that being said, I'm done. I'll see you guys in the next video, governors. Peace.